Hello, friends. Welcome back to the Blushing Mint. It's Dion. I'm so happy to be here crafting with you guys today. And we are going to continue working in our first signature of our next journal. I want to thank you guys for joining me, for being subscribers, and all the great things that you do to keep me company while I craft. Please make sure you comment below what day it is today. What day are you seeing this video on your channels? And tell me, what can you tell me? If you have a pet, tell me your pet's name in the comments below. That way I know that you are following along and you're really crafting and chatting with me today. So I would like to know what your pet's name is. What kind of pet do you have and what is its name today? I would love to see all of your answers here. I have Cooper Reed, who is a full-blood yes, what is he? Oh, he's a full-blood beagle. Oh my gosh, I just totally lost my mind. I have Cooper Reed, who is a full-blood beagle, and he has anxiety. He's a very special thing. And then right now, I am babysitting my grand dog, Blakely James, and he is a border collie mini Aussie, and he is very high strung and very, very active. And so those are the two animals that I have today, not to mention the steers. The cat that I have is called Miss Thing, and she is an outside mouser because we do live out in the country. And that's pretty much the animals that I have around my house. So I can't wait to see what animals you have. If you feel so inclined, you can always share photos too. I'd love to see those as well. So we're going to continue in this signature today. And the last time I was talking about this page here that is fairly heavy because of this, and I feel like we need something across the top to balance out the weight of that. And so we are going to do a top tuck across the top page here. And so let's see, I need to find a image, and I had pulled these out I was auditioning them for something else, but I do think that because we have the butterflies here, I think that this right here makes a great image for a top tuck. So that is what I'm going to choose. So I'm going to cut this down, and we are going to make a top tuck. I'm thinking, yeah, let's just go straight at 2 inches here. And of course, I'm going to set that aside because I'll use it for something else. And I know our pages are just at about 4. I'm going to cut it down just a hair under 4 so it doesn't impede my fold when I sew my signature in. So like this. And then with a top tuck, I always like to round my bottom corners just so that it has a little bit of different distinction. And of course, we're gonna grunge up our edges just a little bit here. And then for this, we're simply gonna glue it across the top of our page. And I want to make sure I get it right across that top. So I'm going to take it out and fold it and lay it flat. And then when I do a tuck, I always, there's no science to this or anything. It's just my way of doing it. But I kind of glue just slightly at the corner That way it holds a little bit and it doesn't quite slide out. So I glue my corners at a bit of an angle and then across the top. Just my way, not that it's the way it has to be. It's just my way. Want to make sure that that gets glued nice there. And that's really going to help counterbalance that, the weight of this other page here. And then you've got this for a nice, you can tuck a tag, some extra paper, a letter, whatever in there. So I certainly like that. And it's nice and neutral, and the only thing I may end up doing, and I may or I may not, because I do kind of like the text of the butterfly and just the whole image thing here, so I may or may not add like a lace or something like that to it as I go along through my process. Not sure, never know. Oh, and then as I was doing my flip through, another thing caught my eye. And it was this page here. Now, this is coffee dyed paper, and this is my coffee dyed paper. But this is a kind of a grungier piece of coffee dyed paper, and it has this dark spots here on both sides of this here. And I saw this stencil. This is a Tim Holtz stencil, and we had used the numbers, or I'm sorry, the letters on this belly band and on the reverse belly band here. And I thought, oh gosh, because this is kind of grungy, I like the idea of these number stencils. And so I thought, why don't I just grab a darker stamp pad? And so I have this potting soil stamp pad, and I'm going to just go ahead and stencil these numbers onto this edge here, because these are also going to be a journaling page. So this is just another little level of somethingness that isn't overwhelming to a page. You know, it really doesn't take away from it, but a little extra something sometimes is all these pages really need. So I thought, well, let's add some numbers here. And then on this same stencil, it has these circles. And I thought, ooh, I could just do numbers on one and circles on the other, just as a little extra something. So that's what I'm going to do here on these. Nothing fancy, nothing, but just a little extra something. Try to match this up a bit. There we go. And so let's see what that looks like in here. Got to remember where they went. I think they went here. And I like that. So it's not a lot of something, and it really doesn't change anything. It still allows for plenty of clean journaling space and whatnot. So yeah, so I kind of like how that come together. And pardon me, I need to mute the alarms at my daughter's house because the contractors are still there and the alarms are going off. And it's about to drive me crazy, even though I have my phone on quiet. You guys can't hear them, but I certainly can. So bear with me here. Okay, there we go. So that won't be beeping in my ear, distracting me anymore. All right, so then let's see, where else are we at here? I like it. Something here. Let's see. You know, I do not have I have a side pocket. I don't have a side tuck here yet. I don't think. I have a little corner tuck. So let's do a small side tuck here. I always like to add probably way more than is necessary. Tucks and pockets and embellishments of that nature, just because I feel like, you know, there's just so many different things that, you know, maybe you want to mementos or whatever that you'd like to put into a journal. And so I think you can never have too many pockets and tuck spaces and things like that in a journal when creating. That's my take on it, but maybe not everybody's. So with this being kind of a blue piece, I'm kind of looking for something that has a bit of blue in it, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I have some journaling cards. Bear with me while I grab a handful of these. Have some journaling cards. I have a ton of journaling cards here. And ooh, what do I think of that? I actually kind of like that. Where I've got the butterfly, and I've got butterflies in here. So the next page is butterflies. I've got the little bit of corally pink here. So I think this is going to be my winner of the minute. And I'm going to cut this down because this is too long for this particular application. Let's see. So just under 2. Let's see. Yes. Okay. And also the color of this works with the color of my paper, but yet it's a little bit of a contrast from this page. So I feel like it's all working together here. All right. Ink up those edges again. Okay. Yes, I like that. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to glue across the straight edge and just down the corners just a hair. And then I always like to double check and make sure that it's not sticking out over my edge. Sometimes I tend to do that, not meaning to. It just happens that way. So all right, I like that. So then we have a tuck here. Yeah. All right. Still at this page, I'm not sure where I'm going. Part of me wants to put a small pocket here to make this page useful, as well as the fact that I'm going to flip out here. But I'm not going to do that yet. Then we've got our top tuck there. This is going to end up being journaling. So let's go ahead and let's stencil these pages as well. Oh, I was like, lost my stencil, friends. But I found it. Fear not. Fear not. I only look disorganized. Actually, no, that's not true. I truly am disorganized. I'm incredibly disorganized. All right, so let's stencil a little here. And get our orange in here. Don't be afraid to mix colors, friends. Don't be afraid. Color is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, bright, bold, gorgeous. Oh, sorry. Need to do the inside too. Wasn't thinking. And let's see if I do this. And notice, I'm not using the whole stencil. I just kind of go at random. Wherever it takes me. Okay, and then, let's see. So when I come to over here, this page is not going to be Let's just go ahead and continue this onto this page. I don't know which direction my stencil goes here. Guess it really does not matter. All right. I like it. Now I need to remember where it went in my book. Oh, like so. Okay. So there's that. Oh yeah, I like it. Look at that pop across those colors. That's going to open up like this. Again, we could do a pocket, a small pocket here. So this is still a usable page, but as it flips out, we get the full image. So maybe we'll put a small pocket there. This is going to have our envelope. This is our envelope here. We need to, I feel like we need to stencil I feel like we need to add a little color to this paper here. Our envelope is going to sit on that, but I still feel like it needs, it's going to need a little bit of color here. And it doesn't necessarily need a lot. I'm borrowing a piece of paper so that I don't go over the edge, because I don't necessarily want to go super heavy-handed here. Just a bit. There we go. All right. Yes, and then when our, yeah, I like that. And then our envelope sits there, and this is a removable, so, and then the envelope is going to attach there. This is just journaling space here. Then we've got our butterflies that are going to be a flip or a tuck here. This I decided is going to be a flip, so this is probably going to be a tuck. So let's see. What could we do here? I feel like we need to line this. If this is going to be a flip, this will be a tuck, a pocket. This will be journaling, so let's go ahead and stencil a little color into here. Okay. And then tuck, tag, journal, tags. I think we decided this is going to be a pocket as well. and I need to line this. So let's go ahead and do that. So, again, this washi tape, I don't know how old it is or not, so it's just easier to have this extra glue in here versus not having it stick at all. And the reason why we're doing this is because we just want to reinforce the edges of this coffee dyed paper, because it is a little bit fragile from the coffee dyed process. So then we're going to just trim this up. On both sides here. And we'll fold that up. And again, this washi tape does not like to stick to anything, so extra glue. Here. And then I'll do another trim here just to make sure all my edges are clean. There we go. All right, so that's going to be a pocket there. Journaling, a pocket, journaling. Let's do a little bit of stenciling here. Like so. All right. And then this gosh. Okay, so for now on this one, let's see. So this is where I draw some blanks, friends, as I get towards to where I've got a good set on my plan. I sometimes have to just set it aside and step back until I get through my next one. But I know this is going to be a pocket. So let's work here for a minute. I'm going to set this aside. So with this page here, I know this is going to end up being a pocket. So do I want to, the question is, do I want to line this, or do I maybe just want to put like a big flower on it? Let's see. Choices, choices, choices. Okay. Now I have, let me bring this back here. Okay, so this is where it's going to go. That's going to be a flip out. So we're working on this back page. Okay, I had to figure out what I was working on. So I'm working on this back page here, and this is going to be a pocket. So this is going to get glued down, and this is what you're going to see. So I could just, what I'm going to do, okay, hold that thought. I'm going to get out my gesso and a little piece of paper here. And I'm going to drop a bit of gesso here and grab my little brayer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to gesso over some of this here and push this content back into the paper a little bit. And it's not quite so prominent. And then I can add a sticker or some embellishment like that, and it will be, so see, just by doing that, that sticker becomes way more prominent on the page versus with that big bold black writing on there. So I'm just going to tone down this masking tape as well. Grab a piece of paper here. Because I reinforced my pages with that masking tape, and so I just want to push that back a little bit as well. All right, now I feel good about that. So then I think if I do my sticker there, I definitely like that much better. So here we go, Dion versus washi sticker. All right. Okay. Lovely. Yes, so pretty. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the gesso off my desk. And I have some other washi here. I'm thinking this one. And this is Tim Holtz washi tape. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to go over this page here, this edge. I'm going to lay some, actually, I'm going to just lay some glue stick there. Right over that. And if I can find the edge of my washi tape here. You know, sometimes it's easy and sometimes it's not. Yes, okay. Then off of this edge here. And then I'm also going to go ahead and I'm going to ink up the edge of this little page here. Get my detail scissors because here we go. All right, and then I can go ahead and close up my edges here. And I love how all of these colors just worked right together with, each other perfectly. So then this is how those pages will come together, and this is going to be a flip here. So then, like I said, I think we'll put a pocket or a lower tuck here, maybe a short tuck, so that let's see. I wanted to get this over here so you can see what I'm doing here. Give me a second. Gotta set my gesso aside because Lord knows that everything will end up in the gesso if I leave it in front of me. That happens every time, and I do not want to ruin a journal by having gesso anywhere other than where I really want the gesso. Okay. So I have this journaling card, another one of these. We use this for the side tuck somewhere in here. So we used it for here. But I think it could make a super awesome pocket or lower tuck right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this down again to that 2-inch. And I'll show you what I'm thinking here. And I need it to be, let's see, how wide is this? Because I know I need to cut it off a bit. So 3 5/8. 3 5/8. So I want to cut just a bit from here. All right, now see what I end up with. Yes. Oh, I did not cut straight to save my soul, friends. That was a mess. You probably all saw that happening and you're like, whoa, get on the bandwagon here, because that was not straight at all. It still isn't. Try my crooked eye here. Okay, well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to round my corners. And I'm going to round all of them. And I'm going to ink this up all the way around. And then this will become just a tuck. I'm going to leave it as a tuck, not as a pocket. So again, I'm going to just go with my, around my corners, just cut off those corners a bit with my glue and across the bottom. Like so. And there we have a bottom tuck. We have our pocket here. And so, yeah, we're almost done with basically the interior of, or with the foundation, so to speak, of this signature itself. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call this signature primarily finished for this for this time. And then I'm going to move on to the second signature of this journal. And then as I figure out exactly where it's coming at, we will get back together with this signature and add any final touches, make our tags and all of those other things, do our other embellishments, and really get to the meat of the final journal. So for now, friends, I hope you have enjoyed watching these processes and seeing a little bit of what goes on in my mind as I am creating. And the next time that we get together, it is going to be for our second signature of this new journal. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Don't forget to comment below with the name of your animal and or send me some pictures, include some pictures. And let me know what you think of this video as well. So thank you for joining me. I so appreciate you guys, and I hope you've had a good time crafting and chatting with me here while we create our new journal. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.